Hey everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to the Simply Incredible podcast. Uh Back with let me see. Wait, I can't remember. Am I pointing at you? I
Yeah,
don't
you're
even
pointing the right way.
Okay, because it's flipped on my video. So okay, Troy T-Rex old Troy Chamney is here.
What's up?
What's up, Troy?
It's good to be back. Been a long time.
It's been more than a few minutes.
Hey, should we tell everybody that the black line dividing us on this screen is really just a line? I can peek over into your world.
Hey.
I was really hoping that would
I'm
work.
wearing a blankie.
It didn't work. I
Yeah,
was trying to have a Deadpool moment there.
that would have been awesome if you just like peeked out the side.
You just see me like this. Hey, D.
Hey, Hugh.
Dude, I'm telling you, I did not think I was going to be able to get on with the trouble I was having with my Mac.
Well,
So
you got the expensive computer. I got the cheap thing.
I got a Mac, I think, for the first time, God, probably 2005, 10, something, I don't know. After, I always say this, that's probably the best purchase I've ever made.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite thing that I've ever bought that is like have over delivered what I wanted.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. I'm just like, I just can't afford the initial extra grand on one.
All you got to do is put a little bit away every week until you got it. It's worth it. Once you get it, you'll kick yourself for not having, except for how hard it was for me to get on here.
Yeah.
Everything
Yeah. Other than that, it's fine.
other than that is perfect.
Let me put this in the chat so everyone can know that they're allowed to comment and like.
Now you said Dennis is going to join us in a little bit.
He claims he is. He claims that he is currently babysitting.
Oh,
I try to tell him don't sit on them babies, but you know.
yeah, they don't like that.
Yeah, I mean he's raising Beckham over there, so maybe they need to.
Now
Bonzes, what's going on, brother?
I'm new on this. Will I be able to see the chat, or is it just on yours?
It's on mine, but the majority of the chats, I don't know if you can see it when I pop it onto the bottom. I mean, it's on your phone, so it's gonna be
Yep.
really small for you.
I see it though. It said, "Hey,
I mean, if
Daryl."
someone asks a question, I'll pop it on there and actually ask their question. All right. What have you been doing this last at least year? Just 2024 because it's been a long time.
Dude, let me tell you, I've been so busy that now I legitimately believe in cloning because I need 2 or 3 more of me. And it's like I could tell though if I did it, it would come out like Michael Keaton Multiplicity.
I was literally thinking multiplicity.
I'm just thinking of that one guy going, "I like pizza." That would be my clones. That'd be my best version too.
You'd be like, listen, your clothes are just not what you should be wearing. Come on.
No, I've been. The edge has been a huge part, and just work. I've got my son now. Connor is in the Navy.
Mm-hmm.
That rain that you were talking about, it just hit here.
Yes. Okay, so it came from my house right over that way.
Just right over there. But yep, Connor's in the Navy now. He is, and he's doing incredible. I mean, he really is. He's only been in it a couple of years, and he's been promoted a number of times already to where I'm super proud of him. And then my angel, who is keeping my sanity, Riley.
Oh, thank you, man. Oh, Riley.
My other angel.
Riley too. Yeah.
She's doing great. She just finished or the first semester of her second year in college. And believe it or not.
Oh my goodness.
Right? It's like, wait a minute. Little Riley just finished she only got one more semester, and then she's going to go to Lynchburg University.
Oh, good. Because that's a lot better than Lynchburg College.
Yeah. So, and she's actually working right now, but having her stay here has been a godsend. And the wife is doing incredible. Krista's doing great. Her whole world has been taken over by our new puppy.
I have a funny story about your wife.
Oh, let me hear it.
My brother took his dog to a place in Blacksburg.
Dude, I'm telling you, she told me. She said,
I was like, "You mean Krista?" She's like, "Yeah, that's her name."
I said, "You mean Dave?" It was so funny though. She's up there. She had cataracts, and they thought she was going to go blind. And she's just a puppy. She's just a year and a half. Yeah, and oh man, broke my heart. And they said, well, she doesn't have to have the surgery right now. Let's kind of let it go and see how it goes. And we prayed for a miracle. And believe it or not, when she was up there and saw Dave, we got great news. They said, your dog is in the 1% to 2% of all dogs that get this and have the cataracts start to reabsorb back in.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because we were going to have to, it was like $5,000 for the surgery. And they said, it might work, it might not. And it could, even on the other side, worse, it could make her go blind. I'm like, ugh. So God is good all the time.
All the time. Something I just realized that you'll appreciate. Do you see this right here?
I do, but I can't see it because I have to do this on my phone.
Yes, because you're going on your phone. I just remember that too, right after I pointed to it. But there was a comic book series done by Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti called Super Zero. We talked about this a few years back.
Yeah.
And this is the main character right here, Drew. And this right here is Harley Quinn.
Oh.
And in between them is a little microphone. And I had one of our black belts, Cara. Don't let me get it right. Cara.
Yeah, go kill you.
Yeah, she will. She's training again, by the way.
I actually reconnected. I saw her on Facebook doing that. She's looking great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how about those kids getting big?
I mean, I've got
Unreal.
it.
Unreal.
But she actually did this for me a few years ago.
She did that?
Yeah.
Oh, she's got so good.
Yeah. I mean, if you see some of the stuff that she's done, like she's got one of a horse, unreal.
Well, do you remember when she was starting her stuff here? And you could tell, you could tell she had talent, but she wasn't where she is now. She is off the hook. Yeah,
I mean, this was done a few years ago, and because I wanted one of those two characters with the microphone with Simply Incredible Podcast on the microphone, like the old 1950s microphone.
Oh yeah.
So that's what's on there, and it just has the initials TSIP, the Simply Incredible Podcast on it. I love it. I love it so much. So it's always gonna be hanging out with us.
Well, when we get done with this, take your phone, take a picture of it so I can see a full thing.
Okay.
Because right now it looks like about this big.
It's a little black box.
It looks really great though. It's the best little black box I've ever seen.
All right, let's get rolling with stuff. By the way, your wall looks better than my wall.
Oh, don't, man. Yours I'm loving. Look at show everybody that Harley Quinn disc you showed me.
Yeah. I mean, the two best things in here I've got for comics. And this right here is kind of really apropos for the day.
Oh, dude.
But right down here, there he is. Jimmy Carter.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Because he, for those who don't know, Jimmy just passed away. And I was like, man, I kind of keep this back here because it's my favorite comic.
Now, is that oversized?
Yeah, it's from 1976 or 77, somewhere in the Treasury editions. So,
dude, I've got a ton of those over here. That I remember being a kid and in the advertisements in the middle of the book, seeing that one all the time. And what was the other one? The one I really wanted to get, and I've never read the story, was Superman and Spider-Man.
Yep.
And they got that iconic picture, of them like in the air. Oh, if you got it, you're going to make me so jealous.
Let me see what I got over here. I may not have that one right here.
I love it.
I got so many of these oversized ones.
Yo, I'm surprised that you are doing your own legwork to go get it. I thought you would have like an army of like Smurfs or something bringing stuff to you.
Well, I don't see it, but I know it's kind of in that general vicinity. It's in the ballpark. But anyway, here's my Harley Quinn disc.
Awesome.
For those who don't know, I have a disc golf channel, so I play a lot of disc golf. And I was like, one of my friends named Mike Moogly, good Moogly,
Great googly moogly.
he dies disc, and I was like, hey, can you do a Harley? He's like, I can give it a try. Came out amazing. And what's also cool about it is around the edge, he's got it kind of colored around the edge as well.
Wow.
So
Now, you said he dyed that.
yeah,
Like the airbrush Harley.
I mean, I don't know exactly. Like what he does is he gets like clear glue, then he puts powders and stuff in it, like dye, and he dyes the disc, and then I think he may have actually done the character first, and then put the dye around it.
That's
Kind of
beautiful.
like, yeah, it may come out phenomenal.
You ought to give him a shout out so people, if they want one.
Mike Moogly, he's going to be on the channel soon, the disc golf channel, and he's going to be dyeing some discs as we're talking.
Oh, that's too cool.
Yeah. So
that one's on, so I don't miss it. I would like to see how he does that.
He's on the Instagram.
Oh, okay, very cool.
That's actually how we connected. And another one of my friends who's working on becoming a professional disc golfer, she knows him real well, so that's kind of how we got connected. So it's pretty awesome.
Now, your channel, will he come like to the tech trails here, or will you go travel?
What's that?
When Mike Moogly comes over.
No. I'm not sure where he lives, but we just have an interview like this.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, and I wish it would be awesome to have someone local that could do work that well. That'd be great.
And I guess he plays, right?
I would assume so. I've never seen him play. I just see some of the discs he dyes. Just amazing work. They look so good. But anyway, we're talking comics, not discs. Wrong channel.
Kind of both, though.
Yeah, wrong channel today. But one day, hey, we talked about this a few years ago. Getting you out there playing with me one day.
Now I can do it, but we're gonna be chasing a lot of misthrows.
Yeah. Hey, it'll build my confidence.
I tried it once.
Oh.
Yeah, and I said, you know what? Because I like trail running, and at Tech Trails now they've got the disc golf course there, and I said, well, you know what might be fun is to go out there and literally run the course and throw it. And I say, having delusions of grandeur of my Captain America moments, and boom, and all of a sudden I'm just like in the weeds more than I am on the trails, and I got chigger so bad. I took that disc; it's officially retired.
Well, that course is being completely changed very, very soon.
How come? Just to make it new?
No, what they're doing is like the back side of it, where they have the driving range, like the first 3, 4, 5 holes, something like that.
Yeah, like
they are building buildings back there and stuff. So a lot of the trails and stuff be gone.
No.
Yeah.
When?
They announced that when World Championships were here, they actually let it out like the day before that was going to be happening. And they've already started cutting down trees and stuff.
So the tech trails are gone?
Not yet, but very, very soon. But what they're going to do is, when you first go in, you have on the right is like a little fire department.
Yeah.
What they're saying is they're going to start the disc golf course over there now and rearrange it. But I would assume that the trails will be moved and everything. I was just like, there's so much land over there they could use. Why do they need that?
I'm not kidding, man. That's been like my special place, really. I cannot believe I just found out about it like that. I might have to just close out.
Well, no one should touch you in your special place.
But not in front of anybody. Dude, I cannot believe that.
Yeah.
I imagine if they're going to have the disc golf course, though, I mean, there's still going to be an opportunity to go back there and run.
No, it's not going to be back there because they're going to be putting buildings and stuff there.
No, but I mean, you said
But yeah. I would assume. I'm just, when I found out, I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Man, because you guys that's a great course.
It was literally ranked, I think, at last look 32nd in the world.
I don't doubt it at all. I
Yeah.
don't doubt.
And Paul McBeth, he originally said he wasn't going to come back because him and Kenny Palmer, they worked together on making the course, and Kenny passed away from cancer at the beginning of the year.
Oh, yeah,
And he was like, I don't, he had too many memories and stuff with it, but he finally said, all right, I'll come back and work on it. But I was just like, dude, you got to be kidding me.
how many holes do you have right now over there?
That was 18-hole course.
And will they still have 18?
Yeah, they'll have 18. Some of the holes will still be there, but I know they said at least the first 3 and maybe like the last 4 will be taken out.
Okay.
So,
if they're doing a disc golf course still, that means I can still be up there running. That at first I thought the trails were done forever. I was like, what?
Hey, you remember back in the day, Mike Tyson, when they had the string, under the string? Yeah, that's gonna be you with the discs. It's like running.
I won't lie to you, man. When they first, I love that place so much because you know that old saying it's like a hiking or trail running saying. It says, "And into the woods I go to lose my mind and find my soul," and that's exactly. I mean, yeah, it's great health, benefits of running and all, but going out there in that nature and solitude, and it's down the road from my house. I mean, it's literally hop, skip, and jumping in there. And oh man, that's a special place to me. For them to take and tear that up, man, it's breaking my heart already.
Yeah, I mean, every pro that played the course, they were like, "This is one of the best courses out there."
So, that's awesome.
Yeah, and every time I go out there and play, you see tons of people, walking their dogs, just jogging, riding bikes, and it's like, why? There's land just right on the other road.
Just do it over there. There's so much
land. Why? And I think there's some buildings over there that are not even being used.
Dude, when I run back there, there's one back there that has been built, and I've never seen anybody park. Now, it depends on how big they're going to build this other thing, but it's huge. Oh, God.
Yeah.
God.
Well, officially, worst podcast ever.
Yep, that sucks.
Let's talk about something fun.
Right, something fun.
Dennis isn't here.
At first, I thought you said Dennis is in here.
Yeah, no, Dennis is not here. Woohoo! No, I'm only kidding. Dennis had to babysit, so he may make it. Peasy was supposed to be here, and that's probably why we have no one here, because people are expecting Peasy.
Of course. Peasy's the man.
And I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody. I write my notes on my phone, so if I'm looking at my phone, if I'm typing something, it's this. I'm not just like,
yeah, you're not just like having an ADD moment.
Yeah. You want to start with the trailers?
Yeah, let's do that.
Have you seen all the trailers? Captain America, Superman, and Karate Kid?
I haven't seen the Karate Kid. I've seen the other 2.
Okay, we'll go with Captain America, Brave New World, coming out on Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
So you got a date already for that?
Dude, I love it. And her birthday is the day before, so I got a twofer. It's like, yeah, honey, I'm going to take you out for birthday and Valentine's Day. We're going to watch Cap.
I mean, I always like it when her birthday is on Friday the 13th.
Well, mine's been on that a couple of times too. And it's like, I remember being a kid in 6th grade, November 13th, Friday the 13th, and I got sick. I had to go home from school. I remember my buddies were all laughing about it. It's like, he's sick. It's his birthday on Friday the 13th. Oh, good time.
Hey, 3-day weekend. Come on.
Yeah, right.
So, what did you think about the trailer? I mean, to me, like right off the bat from the beginning, I was like, okay.
Yeah. It definitely looks like Marvel's best chance to kind of reclaim the momentum that they experienced was not Disney Plus shows.
I don't want to interrupt, but I have to do one thing.
Oh, no, go.
DC, not Marvel. Superman.
Oh, no. I was talking about the.
Oh, wait, that's me. That's on me. That's on me because we're talking about Captain America, not Superman.
Hey, I don't want to interrupt, but you're senile. I swear I'm having a moment.
Because I literally have Superman first on here, and like, all right, Captain America. Going back to Captain America, Marvel's chance to get back. Go.
Yeah. I really was excited about all the Disney Plus TV shows,
Mm-hmm.
but most of them were just dropped with a thud.
Mm-hmm.
Just I think it was a couple of things. Number one, too much material and not
Yep.
enough quality.
Yep.
Like they were just trying to punch it out there real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, I was excited for Moon Knight. I love the Loki series. I did like.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, getting back to the trailer, when I saw Cap, I was like, okay, this is what I wanted to be seeing as far as Marvel doing their thing. Now, what do you think though? I still struggle because Cap is my favorite by far.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Evans.
Yep.
And now having Anthony Mackie, who's doing a fantastic job. He looked great.
Yep.
I just wish they would have called it, and I know the storyline is Cap. I get it. But let him be the Falcon and let Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking to see the direction they go with it.
Yeah. Curious.
I really do think Marvel does need a restart. I mean, I didn't watch Agatha.
No, me neither. Didn't even care.
Well, I mean, I loved WandaVision.
Yeah,
but when I saw the trailer for Agatha, I'm just like, no. Yeah.
It just felt like a lead balloon, dude. It's like I don't care enough about her.
I did like Ms. Marvel. I did like that series. I thought that was a fun series.
Oh, you know what? Didn't even watch it.
That was fun. Blue Beetle, I thought was okay. Not great. But this, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to see the direction they're going with it. See if they bring new villains to the table.
And I love Thunderbolt Ross being Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and I love how when the Red Hulk shows up, it is Harrison Ford's face.
Yes.
Not like you can barely see it. I was like, okay, that's good. And I love, bring it. And he throws the car, him cutting it with those wings like that. I was like, okay.
That was really, really good.
Because how is he? You think about it. This guy can't keep up with Cap running. On your left? Come on, man. I was like, you ain't fighting the Hulk. You can't run a lap around. You ain't going to fight the Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, he's now I wanted to come out now, but I hate going to the theater.
Oh, dude, you and me both. How long has it been since you've been to the theater? Ditto.
I'm literally trying to think. Was it Deadpool 2?
I'm the same way, dude.
Wait, you don't. I guess since your son is older now, I guess you don't do the weekly movies.
Nope. After COVID, and it's funny too because I knew what was about to happen with the shutdown, and we were there, and they literally said they're shutting the theater down for COVID tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I was in there. It was a late movie, and I think I was in there with Connor, and just looking around and seeing how empty it was already, and just saying this could be the end of an era, and it was.
Yeah.
I haven't gone back. Probably one or two times, maybe.
Was it Deadpool?
Maybe.
I'm literally trying to remember the last movie. I feel like it was Deadpool.
I can't remember the whatever movie it was. I'm
sure
sure
Civil War 2, the last one I saw.
God bless.
I mean, Avengers 2. That might have been the last one. I mean, it's been a long time. I just haven't liked the theater experience.
Ditto.
Time.
I'm the same way. Number one, you're not in the comfort of your home.
Yep.
And nowadays we have these flat screen TVs they're close enough to the big screen for me. It's not IMAX by any stretch, but I'm in my man cave. I'm comfortable. And I don't have any jackwagons behind me talking. Oh God, I can't stand that.
I mean that, and then you see this from the people in front of you the whole time.
The whole time.
And like every 30 seconds, you see someone stand up walking out.
Yeah.
and then they walk back and
the price, man, by the time you're done, you need to go see like a loan officer.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want snacks and stuff with it, good gracious.
Gosh, and Connor and I, we always did pop Minnesota,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was like $30 for the tickets, another 20 something for the snacks. I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, every Friday night was like a $50 plus.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey,
now,
but you loved it back then.
now, do you still because the biggest thing about the movie experience that I really loved outside of just being with Connor and the boys
Mm-hmm.
was being there on opening night, the excitement of that. And now that's something I don't care if it's a week before I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I mean, are you that way?
I mean, honestly, I tell people like this: if it gets spoiled by the time it makes it to streaming, then that's on me.
Ditto. And that's it. It's what, a couple of months, maybe
Yeah.
2 months.
Yeah, I mean, Deadpool Wolverine just come out streaming what a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, maybe, and that's where I saw it too.
Yeah, so it's like ever when it was in theater to now is how long it was been, like 2-3 months.
Yep.
And
what
most
stream,
of the characters I already knew was in it, but I'm like, it's all right.
dude? I love watching them at home though. I'm
Mm-hmm.
comfortable. It's funny. I was wondering if you were still like going to the theaters regular or not.
Gosh, I mean, what's it like? I remember we saw, was it Prometheus? Me, you, and Connor.
Golly, man, that thing.
And I remember coming out of the theater, you were like, man, I really liked that. I was like, man, that was terrible. And we went to get something to eat, and Connor talked you into thinking it was terrible by the time you got there.
I'm easily swayed.
Let me tell you what your opinion is.
Okay.
But
My
that
biggest thing,
honestly may have been the last movie I went to. I mean, I feel like there might have been a Deadpool 2. Maybe that was after. I'm not sure.
it's funny that you said Prometheus because there has been no less than 2 Alien franchise movies since then, and a Predator.
Yeah. And I've actually seen none of them.
Did you see Prey?
No.
You
I
need
heard
to.
it was really good.
It's really good. It's probably the best Predator for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I liked Alien versus Predator too.
Um,
The one where they're in Antarctica under the
yeah, is
ground.
that the one with Adrian? What's his face with the big nose?
No. That was called Predators with an
Oh
S.
yeah.
That one was okay.
Adrian Brody, that was his name. Adrian Brody.
That's right.
What's up, G-Man?
G-Man.
And the Masters of the so overall, when Cap gets to streaming, first day I'll watch it.
Yeah, ditto. Or that.
Superman. This time it actually is DC.
Wait. DC. Go. Continue.
Yes. By the powers of Marvel. I mean, do we even know who's in charge of DC anymore? Because it was Jeff Johns for a while.
I don't know who's in charge of, actual DC, but DC Universe is James Gunn. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Jeff Jones is the last guy I knew that was.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if he's going to be running everything with DC now. What's his face?
James Gunn?
Gunn, yeah. I have his name written down. I was like, it's written here somewhere.
No. Now, I'll tell you this. The Cap trailer was good, and it got me excited to see Marvel getting back on track.
Mm-hmm.
And I had such low expectations of Superman after just seeing the pictures of his costume.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't, done up on screen yet. It was just like this little photo that got leaked or something. And it looked like he was wearing a diaper or something. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? Superman
doing?
He's got red Depends on or something. You can depend on me. It's like, ugh. Now, that trailer, though, I know, right? That was bad. But that trailer, I really was impressed with. And it might be because my expectations were so low. But that thing, unreal good.
They're doing better now, that's for sure. Yes.
All right, favorite parts. of that trailer because there's a couple.
I mean, right off the bat for me, Crypto being there.
Without a doubt.
I mean,
It's-
for me, the very beginning of it had my attention. He comes, yeah. A spoiler for the trailer. If you haven't watched the trailer, go watch the trailer. But he comes out like a meteor.
Yeah.
He's laying there in the fetal position. I like the costume, and
I did too, and I didn't think I would at all.
yeah, I mean, you know, the old school, you know, underwear on the outside.
Yeah,
So,
I love that.
And he's bleeding, so it's like he doesn't have every power, and I'm like, okay,
which is great.
Yes,
You know, there is something to be said for the boy in blue swooping in and saving the day, but to make him interesting, he has to literally dig down deep in his fights. Because if he just needs to go up to Steppenwolf and go, you're done.
Yeah.
Justice League was good. I guess that was it.
Now, the one thing I'm worried about is there too many characters going to be in this movie.
Yeah. Now, I loved Guy Gardner.
Yep.
That bowl cut is so epically bad that it's perfect. And I've been waiting for Nathan Fillion to get into the superhero game because he's wanted to for so long. So that was good. I don't know if they're going to have too many, but who do you think the bad guy is? I think I got an idea who it is.
Was Metello in there?
He was even
a bad guy.
He had like scars.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like pattern.
Oh gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, yes, I remember that part. I'm blanking on the guy's name that I'm thinking of. Oh my gosh! Who do you think?
Are you talking about Mr. Terrific?
Yeah, I did see Mr. Terrific.
Yeah, which I never even heard of him. I had to look it up. It's like, all right, who's Mr. Terrific?
I just saw this Mr. Terrific, and because someone else had mentioned the name, and I went and looked. I was like, okay, that's who that is, and I don't know much about him.
I don't either, but I loved it because he was like, anything he wants to learn, he'll be the best at. You know, I was like, okay, that's kind of neat. That's a good power. That's interesting. But all right, Superman, it looks like he's in a football stadium and somebody has got him like in a tackle position and he's just driving him across the field and he's sitting there with the overhooks and just screaming, ah. And I'm like, who is bringing it to Superman? Any idea?
The only character through the years is I always go to Doomsday.
Yeah. Or Zod.
Yeah. But I mean, you got Luther. Yeah, you got him doing something somewhere behind the scenes.
Yeah,
you know he's created something with Luther Corp.
Yep.
So that could be interesting.
And what'd you think about Luther? Who is it? Nicholas Hoult? Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, he was
Beast from First Class.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. I mean, I think he's a good actor, so I think he can pull it off. I like him better than what's his face in the last one.
Who's the last one?
In Batman v Superman.
Jesse Eisenhower.
Yes, Eisenberg. Yes,
Eisenberg. There you go.
Yeah.
Eisenhower. He was a presidential hopeful.
Yes, he tried. But
he just
Guy Gardner. He's got that 1960s, 1950s hairstyle rocking. He's coming in, shooting stuff with the ring. I was like, that's pretty sick.
I loved it.
He has been getting a lot of crap just because of his hairstyle. I'm like, that's what it was in the comics. Come on.
And that honestly, all right, check this out. Do you remember back when you were a kid and getting into comics, canon was gospel. Yep. There was no going out of it. This is the story, this is the character, the powers, and the relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And whenever movies would come out, I would be so mad that they wouldn't be true to the comics.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a friend I'll give a shout out to. His name Dave Hicks. And he said, you're thinking about it the wrong way. I was like, but I've waited all these years to see these stories the way I see them come to life on the screen. He goes, I get it. That's cool. But what I do is when they have different switches and characters and that kind of stuff, I look at it as if it's a what if comic. And I was a huge, huge fan of what if comics. I thought that was a
Mhm.
great idea. So now I'm like, how many times do we need to see the origin of Superman or Spider-Man? Like, we don't need to see a 15th time this director's version of it. All right, let's get into it. And this, I was like, Guy Gardner's hair, rock it, go with it. It's perfectly awful.
Mhm. Yeah, Batman, they put that in every single movie. His origin, every single movie.
And I get it. It's one of the staples of his character, but it's like, come on, dude. We all know.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like, look, we just had part one, like the first movie. Why do we need to see it again in the second movie?
Yeah.
Like, dude, we know. Martha. Martha.
Dude,
Um,
that's actually hilarious because that's the way I look. I was like, how many times do we need to see this? Martha?
wait, what? You talking about my mama? Wait, she's my mom too.
How dumb can you be to talk about Superman's mama? The one thing that make him outdo Kryptonite.
Hawk Girl. You saw her flying through.
Look great.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think about Black Adam?
Oh, the movie?
Yeah. Like
Eh.
Hawkman stuff in there.
Well, okay, that part I actually thought looked kind of cool.
Really cool. Because I was like, oh, man, this could look really bad.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, I thought because to be honest, my first thought was when I saw him flying through the old what was that movie back in the day?
Which character are you talking about?
It wasn't Hawkman, but it was a guy in a movie, Flash Gordon, the old Flash Gordon. When you have him flying through with the battle axe and stuff coming through.
The thing is, that dude did not look like Buff. He looked like Gimli from Lord of the Rings with wings.
Yes.
Natural sprinters.
So, but it also makes me think how many more characters they go bring in from the Justice League and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead.
I like it. I think that's not so bad. As long as that part of the movie, the introduction of those kind of cameos, if you will, start to overshadow the story. It's like stay on task, but those little cameos, I've gotten to be a pretty big fan of them as long as they do their role. You know, Black Adam, that was his movie, but those guys, they were integral to the story.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I hope they keep it on Superman and not, a Justice League light.
Yeah, Superman and Crypto, those two should really be the highlight.
Dude.
I mean, I wish they would bring someone besides Lex. I mean, it's always Lex.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think that's one of the things I heard that Batman was going to do a little bit better too.
Yeah.
Stopping with the Joker, and this last time we got the Riddler. I heard the next thing, and it might be rumor, but was Clayface.
Oh.
Dude, right?
That would be good.
A Clay version of T2, Robert Patrick's liquid metal Terminator. I was like, ooh, that could be really good.
I mean, because if you look back how long ago T2 was and what they did with CGI with that.
Unreal.
And now you fast forward, 30 years?
Yeah.
And what they can do with that technology now, oh my goodness. That could be amazing.
Which is one of the reasons I have some more faith in even stuff like Hawk Girl.
Mm-hmm.
They so much good CGI now that it's like, man, let them run, man. They can do something really good now.
I mean, just like 2 seconds she was on screen flying through, looked amazing.
Amazing. She looked great. And I got to talk about this. I even told you I didn't want to talk about this when we were texting about doing the show.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite scene in there outside, because Crypto, I was like, finally, it's like they're not embarrassed to be a comic book movie.
Mm-hmm.
Don't keep playing it super real. Let's have some fun. Let's see Crypto.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But the second one, how about that scene there's this explosion and Superman zips in from the side,
Yes.
grabs the little girl and kind of cradles her.
Mm-hmm.
And just that scene with those things all over him, I was like, that's a hero.
I mean, it looks so good.
Oh, so good.
It's so much stuff just and he's
Oh,
just right there. It's like, that was a great scene. That was a great scene. Um, speaking of crypto, and he said, take me home.
oh,
Which home?
oh, Fortress of Solitude.
Yes. That
Yeah.
that's my because I've heard people going taking Bali back to Kansas. I'm like,
You see him, poor guy, bumping all over speed bumps through Kansas.
like corn slapping him in the head.
It's like when a bad guy gets knocked out, you see the hero grab him by his ankles and drag him downstairs. Come on.
Thump, thump, thump. Because I mean, I was like, is there really any other place they would take him? I mean, he's not going all the way back to Krypton.
He ain't going to Krypton. He ain't going to Kansas. Well, the thing is, I think the Fortress, you remember Superman with Christopher Reeve? That's how he got his powers back.
Yep.
Yeah, he goes into the little thing and does the little,
Put
switcheroo.
the crystal in the thing and like crypto fetch. Put that in there.
Crypto. How cool is that? I remember being a kid, seeing him, Crypto, for the first time, and I was like, epic. Superman's a dog man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a dog person.
And one of the things I also thought about when I saw that, Crypto looks like a puppy that might not be able to fly yet.
Oh, dude, right now, I was wondering about that. Because
You saw him running. So he's got the flash of super speed, but doesn't have the flying yet.
All right. So maybe in the movie, that'll be one of his coming of age. Maybe we'll see him do his first flight.
Mm-hmm.
Like to be in and save somebody. Like, yeah. Oh, that'd be fun. I'm excited about Superman more than I am Cap.
Oh, yeah. Totally. So you say you did not see the Karate Kid Legends trailer?
No, tell me about it.
All right, two things. Ralph Macchio.
Yep.
So I'm like, okay, we're good. And Jackie Chan.
Dude, I had a buddy of mine who told me that. One of my jiu-jitsu guys told me that.
But again, the one thing that was said, I came here to learn your karate. I'm like, no, don't call it karate. I mean, no, not karate. Call it the other thing.
Kung Fu?
Kung Fu, yes.
Kung Fu Panda. Say good.
I was like, no, he teaches karate.
Karate.
He no teach. He teach Miyagi. He teach Miyagi karate.
Or if you're Ross, Onagi.
Oh.
If you haven't seen that one, go look it up. It's hilarious. Ross on Friend.
Yes, but he was apparently they come down from the same lineage along the way. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
So
the arts or the characters?
The arts.
Yeah.
Apparently, they both come from Miyagi-Do. Well, whatever that they were before that.
Started in India, made its way across Asia.
So that's apparently that's why Jackie Chan wants to meet up with Ralph Macchio. So,
is that a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I'm there as soon as it streams.
Ditto. I'll tell you one thing: the Cobra Kai series, I loved.
I have not watched the last season yet. It's one of those things. They had the first 5 that came out, and then they put out the last 5 episodes. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna wait for that to come out, and then it comes out, and I'm like, man, when it's over, it's over.
Ditto. And I didn't want to watch it without Connor. So Connor's out on deployment right now, so he won't even be back in the country till April. So it'd be one of the things I'll save to watch with him.
Nice.
Yeah. But Krista and Riley, my whole family, even like my sister-in-law, all of them into Cobra Kai. They loved it, which made it fun.
One of the best things about Cobra Kai was all the cameos, all the characters that come back. And it wasn't just they just come back and like in so many things. I mean, for example, Stan Lee, he just happens to be kind of a side character that says something.
Yeah, that's it. It's just a little teeny thing.
Yeah, they actually had a little part in the show. Some of them had major parts in the show, so I was like, yeah, I like the way they did that really well.
I mean, you got Chozan and even what is it, Mike Burnett?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, because what about even his girlfriend in Karate Kid 3 making her little appearance?
Yeah.
The girl that he saved in Karate Kid 2, you know, being just great writing.
Mm-hmm.
Loved that.
Yeah. And the fighting scenes with the kids were done really well.
Really good. How about that school fight scene at the end of what, season 2?
Was it season 1 or season 2? It was season 2. It was season 2 because it's when they first got to Netflix, I believe.
Oh, okay. You know what? Let me find. I gotta get. Well, I'm all right. My phone just said, "Hey, 20%." I was like,
"Oh, I only got like 15 minutes."
Oh, we're good.
Hopefully.
We haven't even started talking about them.
Yeah.
No, if they have is it the same writers from the Cobra Kai show? I'm hoping.
I do not know. That I do not know. I'm kind of hoping so because, I mean, that was so good, and
you could cared.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could tell they cared about the source material.
Mm-hmm.
Those writers.
I mean, all the characters they work so well together, and not only that, they all get to start doing Comic Cons and making all kinds of money. So there you go.
Now, a little tidbit about Terry Silver, Thomas Ian Griffith.
Mm-hmm.
You remember after he did Karate Kid, he did a couple of movies where there was a chance he could be a regular action hero, maybe B-level, but have a regular career.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he only had but a couple of them coming. The friend of mine, Dave Hicks, that I was talking about before,
mm-hmm.
He was a Taekwondo student, and at his school, I think it was in Ohio, but I might be. Thomas Ian was their superstar there. He trained there. And I was like, what was he like? And he goes, well, he hadn't hit like the movies yet, but he was so good in competitions and like that. He was like royalty there at his school. Everybody was like, oh yeah, Master Ian Griffith. Oh. You know? And I was like, all right, that's cool.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, as long as he don't, walk in with the chip on his shoulder, you guys, I was a Karate Kid. Who you think?
Who y'all doing now?
Yeah, you get away from me,
dude. Even Mark,
you tap yourself out, so I don't have to do it.
That's when you got real power right there. It's like I don't even need to force choke you. I just tell you go knock yourself out.
Well, if you want to see that kind of thing, there's YouTube videos where you got the guys just like does this and like 5 guys go flying.
Best site, if anybody's on here and wanting to know where you could see that in all of its hilarious glory, put in, instead of Bushido, the warrior code, Bullshido. And those videos on that website are epic. I mean, they're great.
Now,
hey,
Steve makes a guest appearance.
Oh, dude, that dude. Oh, man. I feel for him, man. He's a jackwagon.
Yeah.
See how I kept it clean there?
Hmm?
See how I kept it clean?
Yes. Jackwagon.
Not a donkey. A jackwagon.
For those who don't know, my profanity is usually I will yell out Dale Jr. So there you go.
That's pretty good.
When it hits off a tree, Dale Jr.
See, mine's always Daryl. I can't get that. It's got the power.
I look like a pile of bullshit. I mean,
Channel.
Let's go to that other Marvel. The movie. All right, Hulk, stop flexing, man. You just went. I'm putting my arm on my leg right there.
All right.
I'm sorry. Oh, muscle cramp. No.
Yeah, like that was my full workout for the week.
Speaking of muscles, Hugh Jackman coming back as Wolverine, jacked.
Dude, he said one of the reasons that he was not wanting to play any more Wolverines is because he goes, man, getting in shape like that. He goes, that takes an effort that you guys just can't understand. And I like ice cream.
I mean, that movie to me was, and I hate to say this way, to me it was the worst of the three movies.
Yeah,
But
the best.
seeing Hugh back out there, seeing the old school costume,
Loved it.
oh,
Oh, dude. And the way that they played on each other, loved it.
mm-hmm.
Like the first time they went into the void and they were getting ready to go, and they were just like, all right, let's stop messing around. Let's give the people what they want. I was like, they know us.
And that's why I love Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, dude, so good.
I mean, he knows his character. He's like, look, this is what they want. Let's do it.
Dude, and I'll tell you something else. We were talking about the cameos before.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely loved all of the cameos that they kept throwing in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially like in the void, you had Toad, Pyro, Sabretooth. Now, I know I catch crap for this every time I say it, but Chris Evans as the Human Torch, very cool twist. But I almost was like, no, I'm not listening. You are Cap. You are not this guy with a turtle mouth.
I mean, Avengers are what did you say?
Yeah, I mean,
Like, what?
But from a writing standpoint, beautiful.
Yeah,
because he even had on his forearm red. You know, like he had some sort of lashings around it, but there was red material. So you're like, it's Cap. You know? And when
you were landing.
he goes, so good. So good. So I love that. I love how they had 20th Century Fox.
Yep. It was buried over there.
Yeah, the title piece over there. Loved it. The Fantasticar. They were driving that at the beginning.
Yep.
That, dude, I was nerding out all over the place.
It was so many great. The only thing I didn't like was I liked the all the Deadpools. I just didn't like the way they ended with the Deadpools.
Yeah.
It's like Peter over here's like, no, this is my friend. And like, oh, okay, cool, never mind then.
But you know, that is a classic hive mind, solution. War of the Worlds.
Mm-hmm.
Once we take out one, they're gone.
Yeah, they catch a disease, they all fall down.
Dude, Avengers with the Chitauri.
Okay, we have about 8 minutes left, and
hey Oliver, say hi.
Dennis, we can't really see you, but we think
Dennis, I can't see him.
I know. I gotta get in better light. Let's go get in better light.
Yeah.
I told you the last count. Out of nowhere, we would arrive.
Ta-da! He's
Ta-da.
like finale.
Oliver, come on. Come sit over here.
Hey, everybody, thanks for being here. It was great. We'll see you.
Love it.
Dude, you have an extra head.
It's like a blister. I don't show up till all the work is done.
Right? Yeah, but that second head's a lot better looking.
Man, what? Do you hear them? What kind of jive is he talking? Why are you so giggly back there? Why are you so giggly?
He said that was my TV moment.
A better looking head, right?
Man, as you can see, I'm on daddy daycare. So this is what I've been doing. My lovely bride is out and about somewhere, which means she'll come home and start screaming and yelling just because I just now got on. I'll pull your chair in. So let's do some chit chat.
Yeah.
Can I rotate it to get both of us in here?
Yeah, I had.
Oh, sookie. Look at that.
Well, you know what? I'm just gonna. There you go.
Now we are no. I think are we sideways?
Yes.
How did you get your screen sideways?
I literally couldn't get my computer to connect my Mac, so I'm on my phone.
I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know why yours is.
Literally. Just make sure you have your rotation capable.
Camera.
Yeah.
Camera 2 facing front. Not
He's
that.
gonna figure that out right at 1 hour when we leave.
I know. Story of my life.
Hey, it's all right. We can see both of y'all.
Troy, I just got a message from your brother.
Krager!
But I don't know what it says.
It said you guys are so cute on there.
You guys are so cute. That is exactly right.
Hey, ball.
That's my man.
All right, Dennis, since you just jumped on, what do you think about the Captain America trailer?
I'm 50-50. I have my opinions. And some are good and some are bad.
Yep.
I'm okay with Oliver. You going to get in on this?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm okay with what's his name being Captain America briefly, but not for like 5 years.
Bingo.
I'm not okay with him not wearing a helmet when he has no superhero skills.
Bingo.
I like the suit.
Yeah, I
love
did
the suit.
I think it's legit. I like that they're using whatever his first name is, something Reyes, as the new Falcon.
Oh, okay.
And so the original Falcon, his suit was green.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so they will.
I didn't even put it together that was who that was. I was like, that.
Right? And so they will turn that suit, or they have turned his suit green because he's Hispanic, and they will use his Hispanic roots as the way to turn it green, when in reality it was green from the get-go.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't seen enough of the rest of it to really get a good feel on who the bad guy is, other than Red Hulk.
Yeah, Harrison Ford.
Mm-hmm.
I love Harrison Ford.
Indiana Jones, you'd have made him mad.
I am like 100% on board with Harrison Ford in anything.
Yep.
You
ever heard him you? If you're interviewing him, you are not gonna have time.
Do what?
Have you ever heard him in interviews? He does not interview well. You can tell he's annoyed.
He is very uncomfortable when he does it.
Yeah.
The best interview I saw him do, it was Mark Hamill doing an impersonation.
What do you think of Harrison Ford? What is Harrison Ford's greatest role? Is it Indiana Jones? Is it Han Solo?
Or Red Hulk?
Indiana Jones.
Or is it going to be Red Hulk?
Indiana Jones.
I think I agree. I think I love him exponentially as Indiana Jones, without question.
Well, until we got the Red Crystal, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls or whatever, that was garbage. But
I agree.
You have not understood that when the drones up in New Jersey, we find out what it is, they are going to be the skulls.
By the way, people around here are talking about drones too, so there's that.
They're everywhere.
So it's just Amazon delivering. Leave them alone.
Just shoot them out of the sky. This is the South.
That's real.
Right? Use a what's the little pellet little plastic pellet guns called? What are they called? Airsoft.
Yeah. Will's got a bunch of those.
Dude, he'll take all the drones out.
Right.
I just watched The Last Ark just the other day. I was down looking on some of the streaming services that came on. I was like, dude, I haven't seen this in like 30 years.
All right.
Big rock, and then I looked at it, but
yeah, I agree.
It was
and
good.
what else have I missed? Other than your shining faces.
The
Superman.
I'm okay with the costume. I saw an amazing joke on the internet that said they took a picture of the Guardians of the Galaxy costume and they said you literally just painted an S on this. And it's the last Guardians of the Galaxy costume. It was kind of that chromy purple and dark maroon color.
Mm-hmm.
Now, costume in Guardians.
I give the Guardians 9s out of 10s.
Oh yeah, but costume, were you saying they were?
Oh, the last one, the Guardians 3.
Yeah, which character?
They all look the same.
Oh, I got you. I feel
right. Guardians 1, they all had the same costume, aesthetics wise.
Yeah,
Guardians 2, it was different but the same. Guardians 3 is the one they're talking about.
You know what?
I'm not on board with Corn Sweat.
What'd you think of him?
I'm not on board at all.
No, I tell you what. I wasn't at the beginning, and I don't like his kind of curly hair Clark Kent.
Don't like that hair at all.
But I'm holding out hope.
I like it, but I'll tell you why I do like it. It's because like every other one, it's like you got to be a complete idiot not to know that that Clark and Superman are not the same. This one, he looks a little different.
Yeah,
so you might be like, you kind of look similar, but it's not so obvious.
And you can notice him like hunching over and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like glass stuff.
But on the flip side, I can understand what you're saying, but I'm just like, I don't mind it.
I think that we finally, I think that you turn this into an entire podcast on rank the Superman, right? Because then you have to start
in the future,
right? Because then you have to start talking about. We're only on one.
You go to George Reeves.
Then you have to start talking about George Reeves, and you have to start talking about all the others.
Okay, now look, his look. If you look at the guy who was Superman in the serials before George Reeves, he looked like David Cornswell a little bit.
Oh,
I mean, same kind. Yeah, if you look at him, it's only in the old black and white. And he did the serials and stuff, and I remember looking at that going. Man.
Yeah, and that's probably a hairstyle back in the day.
Yeah,
I don't discount that they're trying to emulate.
Yeah,
old school Superman. I'm not a James Gunn fan as an individual. I like the Guardians exponentially.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I'm not a fan of Gunn because I think he's going to make Superman. He's going to have some kind of corny in there. It's going to be Guy Gardner. He's going to make Guy Gardner a goofball. He's going to make him a weirdo.
I think he is going to do that.
I think he's shooting for some kind of comic trope, comedian-based trope, like the Guardians has, like Thor did way too much.
They went too far.
That's why I didn't like Thor, quite honestly.
I totally concur.
I like Ragnarok. I hated Love and Thunder. That was.
I agree.
I like the first two, and then to me they just completely crashed.
I swear, man, it was like they were smoking, making it, and giggling about all their own dumb jokes. It's like no one else thinks that's funny, dude.
Right. Superman that's not Superman. Superman movies are not goofy and corny. The Guardians are goofy and corny.
Yeah.
Because they're a B-level character set that nobody really knew about other than us.
Now, I don't want it to be corny, but the one thing that I have enjoyed, and I think either Daryl or Peasy, I can't remember, don't like this, but I do. I like when they take and put, little funny comic elements in there to keep it a little light. If it's
totally
funny.
Totally. Even Christopher Reeves had that here and there, right?
Yeah.
When he jumped in front of Lois and he got shot with a bullet and he was, like this, and then held it. It's acceptable to have little.
How about when he did his first flight to save Lois, and that black guy comes out and goes, he's dressed like a pimp, and he goes,
"Yep,
and that is a bad outfit."
Right? Totally.
I died as a kid. I was like, "That's
totally,
great."
Absolutely." I'm on board with that. What I don't want is
they just made a straight-up comedy. I'm just like, no.
Right. I don't want complete sidebar.
But right. I mean, if they do go that direction with Superman, no.
Right.
I don't think I didn't get that vibe though.
No.
Guy Gardner.
I think they do that with Guy Gardner.
Yeah, with Guy Gardner, I get that, but the rest
he's got that 1950s hair rock, and I'm like, come on, that's awesome.
Yeah,
straight out of the comic book.
And I'm cool with the hair from. I'm cool with replicating Guy Gardner, and I'm cool with some of it. But if they just try to turn it into one guy's an absolute cornball, that's not Superman.
I agree.
Right? That's what the Guardians is for. And that's how they screwed up Thor.
Yeah,
because they went too far with that. And so Thor is Thor. He's 6'8", and he is muscle bound, and he is there to smash your skull with a hammer.
That's right.
And do amazing things. Right? He is not there to be corny the entire time.
That's the other thing. I was upset with Fat Thor in Endgame. I was like, okay, this plays good for like one scene, but not, the first entire act or first and second.
Totally. Superman is Superman.
What in the beginning of the third Guardians, wasn't Thor just coming out doing all kinds of stupid stuff, doing like splits and stuff? It's like this is ridiculous.
It was terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
it's a caution tale.
But they paid the price.
Yeah, they
I will give Marvel the credit where it is due that they get on the internet and they listen to us when we're on a dozen Facebook pages and when we're on a dozen Reddit pages and YouTube channels and saying, do not do that again. They listen.
which is really, really neat. And you can see that it is evident. Like I said, I'm 50-50 on Cap Brave New World, but it is evident that they could probably see. We were talking about this, me and Daryl, earlier, the mistakes of Disney Plus. And it looks like they've got a little bit more of that original quality and are starting to hopefully going to create some new momentum. Because right now, Marvel's dead in the water if they don't.
Yeah. Even Deadpool mentioned that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Coming in at kind of a low point.
But my counterpoint to my statement, my position is that Marvel does something right. They keep the same character. Keep the same actors for 20 years.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want 9 Supermans.
Yeah.
I don't want 4 Batmans.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want the 3 Flashes.
That's right.
And you can sort of do it, but the same what's the word I'm looking for? Like the 616 Captain America better always be Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Period. Don't give me 4 of them. And
That's
so Superman should be the same way. Don't give me a TV Superman and a not TV Superman and then a movie Superman.
Which,
Well,
and
I mean,
bring back John Hughes' music.
Marvel had that continuity over everything, and we talked about that earlier too.
Yeah. It's what we want.
Speaking of all of the Batman, Supermans, they've all had good and bad stuff.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
But I couldn't agree more. One of the things that I loved about Smallville was how long Tom Welling was in that role, because he literally was Clark Kent for me. Like, that's great.
Yep.
And at the time, I think we all wanted, when they had a movie, Tom Welling to go straight from Smallville to the big screen.
Huge lost opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And we may say, like, this is our market here first. I was impressed with what's his name, the sparkly Dracula that was the last Batman.
Oh, dude.
Oh, Robert Patrick.
Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
I was impressed with him.
I was impressed with the movie overall.
Yes, and I really like that movie.
I went in super low expectations. Come out, I was like, wow, that was actually really good.
Well,
but
they did that great angle.
I think so. I think that was stellar. They really made it a movie. They made it a detective
story. Yeah.
Story. But I don't think he was as good a Batman as Bale, Christian Bale.
Yeah. I don't know. I love Bale. Loved him in The Dark Knight, but he got outshined by Heath Ledger, and Heath Ledger did something that's probably the top of all comic books.
That's right. That's right.
So you can't blame him for it.
That's right.
But Pattinson, at least he didn't get outshined by the Riddler.
Oh, I agree.
That guy, great. I love Zoe Kravitz as the Catwoman. I thought that story was great.
I think she did okay. I think their collection of Catwomen and Batwomen have all been good. I don't know that I can pick one in particular. Actually, that's not true. I can pick Michelle Pfeiffer tops.
Without it.
I could say I could pick the worst.
Who's the worst?
Halle Berry.
All right. But as we sit here,
here's the thing, it's not her fault.
Right?
She's a phenomenal actress. That movie was just garbage.
It was a dumb money grab.
I agree.
Besides that, I got Michelle Pfeiffer right here behind me too.
Right. Yeah. So as we sit here, Corn Sweat may be a stellar Clark Kent.
Right.
And he may not be a stellar Superman. And Henry may be the stellar Superman. I mean, so let's be honest. He is second. Okay, so don't eat it. He is second only to Christopher Reeve.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. Right. And are we biased because we're old and we saw Christopher Reeve?
Without a doubt.
or is Christopher Reeve really that freaking good as both?
You know what I loved about Christopher Reeve? All storyline and acting aside, when you see Christopher Reeve in that suit, that's Superman. That was the Superman I grew up reading. You know what I mean?
Totally.
I mean, I as soon as I see him dressed up, I hear the music.
Hey, Daryl, Craig wanted me to tell you, go Hokies.
Blech. Blech.
Wah. Blech. Wah.
Wahoo.
I mean, I know we're not good anymore, but that's irrelevant. But anyway, back to the cool stuff.
And this thing pops up over my shoulder. I'm a house divided. My other son is a big UVA fan, and I am and this son is a Virginia Tech fan. So
dude, I tell you, house divided. You need that flag with the split.
Yes, we have one. You will not get this crappy hat on me.
Hey, we don't like profanity.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Time to put him to sleep. Time to put him to sleep.
Man, if only you knew jujitsu.
If only. So I think Corn Sweat may be okay at Clark. Maybe he may pull off the goofy, silly role, but he's just not my Superman.
Not yet.
Henry is my Superman.
Oh, no doubt.
Right? Henry's jaw, Henry's good looks, Henry's posture.
As long as you don't have that mustache that has to be airbrushed off.
That was awful.
Right. There was whatever the girl that played Lois Lane with Henry in the very first time Henry was
that Amy Adams?
Yeah.
Amy Adams. So I saw her on like Letterman or Leno or something of that, like that. Uh-oh. Baby mama's home. It's about to get crazy.
I hear crypto.
You hear crypto? I agree. So she goes on there and they're talking about it, and she goes, "Yes, ladies, he really is that good looking in real life."
No doubt.
Right. And and then she followed that up with, "Every time I get on the set, I just find myself staring at him."
Dude, that was the same.
Poor man.
Right.
Chris Hemsworth. Who
Same.
was the first
But
one?
I think Henry's probably better looking than Christopher Hemsworth.
Yeah, both of those guys are enjoying a life that we will not understand.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Hey.
What did you think about Henry and Cavill Wolverine cameo?
Yeah.
Did you miss it?
Oh no. He was Henry Hulkverine or something like that.
He was one of the Wolverines.
Yeah, I saw it. I caught it.
And you looked at him, and his shoulders looked like boulders.
It's funny. I did not even realize that until you just said that.
Yeah.
I watched it again today. I was like, oh my gosh.
So they have this rule that people don't know about, and I talk about it all the time. And people on the internet are dismissive. Oh, it's not real. But they have this. Marvel and DC have this rule that says if you are it's called the good guy, bad guy clause. So if you are a good guy in Marvel, you can't go to DC and be a good guy. You have to be a bad guy, and vice versa.
Beast going to be Lex Luthor,
and vice versa. And so people don't believe it, but it's literally written in between Marvel and DC that is their agreement.
That is interesting. I never even thought about that.
And then if you go and you look and you take a 12 to 14 year flashback of characters that you've seen that jump from one to the other, this is the first time where he went from good guy to good guy. And I guess you could call him an anti-hero, which is some kind of balancing point, but that is the rule, and people don't believe it until you start explaining to them.
Now, I'll tell you this. It was one of my favorite parts of the movie when he was looking for all of the different Wolverines.
Yeah.
Got to see, Patch. You got to see Wolverine as a squat little runt.
Yeah.
Okay. That one right there, I would love if it had been Danny DeVito.
Oh, dude. Oh, that would have been so good.
That would have been so awesome.
The actor always used to do that casting. And one time they had a casting call for all the Wolverines and had all of these guys, and Danny DeVito was in there. I'd watch it.
Totally.
I'd watch it. My favorite was the brown and John Bryan outfit. John Byrne.
The burn. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my Wolverine, more than the yellow and blue even.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think so.
80s reading it, I was like, oh.
No, I think so.
That
That was the thing I had in mind. That big brown Wolverine with the over claw thing.
Mhm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I knew Troy would like it right at the very beginning when they had NSYNC playing.
Ah,
I mean, he sitting there breaking out the dance, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, I know this movie's going to be great.
Right.
I might show. I don't know, maybe my age right now, but
Yep.
you know the biggest problem that I had with the Deadpool Wolverine. Now, take this with a grain of salt because you know I know Deadpool and his way,
Okay.
but there was so much profanity.
I concur. I didn't like it either.
I did.
I'm on board with a fraction, but I think that there has to be boundaries.
Yep.
I
Right.
think they were kind of like, we're gonna go all out and be everything everyone always wanted. That was us as kids. Tone it down a little bit. I got kids.
Right. Right. Totally.
Yep.
There's a thing on the internet that says that the F-bomb has been dropped 251 times in Marvel movies. 2 of them were in Captain America, or were in Avengers Endgame. The other 249 are
Deadpool.
Wolverine. Right?
And, you know, I'm a Jesus freak, and when he was calling himself Marvel Jesus, not okay.
Yeah, that didn't bug me too much.
No, it did though, and like I said, it probably wouldn't have in the past, but where I'm at in my now is like,
Yeah. And I get it. I'm not going to say I'm this weirdo atheist that says, heck everybody and what they believe. I totally get it.
Yeah.
But it just didn't bug me that much. Other things bug me more.
Well, especially, the one thing I liked was that they only did that little tiny bit and then they let it go. I was like,
right. As you see, I'm wandering around and failing everything miserably.
Yeah. Troy, he wanders around the mansion a lot.
I do.
Is he a wanderer?
I do.
I mean, Troy, you got a mansion. He has a mansion.
He got a mansion. He got all that big firefighter money.
Well, that's true.
I work for the lowest paying fire department in the state.
He said,
honestly, Roanoke City is the lowest paying department in the state of Virginia.
Oh, no.
Yeah, lower than like Chilhowie, which is a town of 3,000.
Now you've got for retirement, right?
I am capable. However, I have kids.
I'm with you.
I got to work somewhere.
Well, I mean,
how old are your kids?
Oliver, the little Kevin-looking kid from Kevin. Right? Oliver is 11, and Cooper is 14.
Wow.
So, is Cooper getting the any scholarship offers yet?
No, because he broke his scapula playing a game over.
Hey, I think your hand might be on the microphone.
There's Kevin. Kevin. Cool. So Cooper just corrected me. November 3rd is when he broke his scapula. He needed a total fracture of the scapula.
Yeah.
He had just been called up to the highest level team you can play on, and probably put 2 games in with them. And a scapula fracture is like one of the rarest fractures you can have, and it's typically when you're in a 100-mile-an-hour car crash or you fall off the 3rd floor of a building. So when we went in for X-rays, they were like, "We have to take a lot more X-rays because people don't break this. Much less break completely down." Okay. You got to plug his phone up, I think he said.
Yeah. Well, we were supposed to be gone 20 minutes ago.
No, we're okay. I'm just now here, right?
I told him 1 hour.
That's all right.
But no, What
We
did
have
you
more time.
see the Karate Kid trailer?
I have, and I don't know how to feel about that yet.
Well, I will tell you, it's like I love the TV series. I did not like Jackie Chan's Karate Kid movie.
Okay.
So there's a gap in there somewhere.
So is it, and I ask this as a question because out of ignorance, is it a continuum of both the original movies and that Jackie Chan movie?
I mean, it appears to me it's well. I mean, it's got to be a continuation of at least Karate Kid. Cobra Kai.
Okay.
Because they go to see him at Miyagi-Do.
Because Daniel's son is in all the original movies and he is in the show.
Hmm?
But Jackie Chan was in the crappy Will Smith Jr. movie, whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah, and that's why I said I thought that was terrible. It was like, just ignore that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I do love the idea. They're kind of trying to say, hey, it's part of the universe. And one of the things they have found a lot of success with was, trying to bring all that universe and show that there's a cohesion. And by that, even though I'm not a good movie, I didn't like it, but it's like, okay, maybe you can save it.
Yeah.
Have you seen or paid attention to how they are making the Godzilla and the King Kong movies a singular universe?
Yes.
I kind of like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Big fan, dude. Love. You remember being a kid?
Yeah.
The question we always ask: who do you think would win in a fight, Godzilla, King Kong? Well, first round goes to Godzilla. Second one goes to Kong.
2 out of 3.
I agree.
That's just like Alien Predator. Same thing.
Yeah.
Right. Totally. And I really like what they have done with the Alien Predator stuff, where they took Predator back to the Native Indian section.
I was just telling him he's got to
Prey.
Prey.
Great. It's great.
Dude, that was great.
All right, I'll watch it then.
It was great.
We were talking about it earlier. I said, you've got to see it. It is so good. And I think it was made, I think Hulu was involved in the production. And I was like, Hulu? They're making Predator movies now? And they might not have been, but that's where it was released. It never made the theater, went right to Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was wonderful.
I think that's why I didn't watch it, because I thought it was going to be kind of like mediocre, on a low budget or something.
No, it's great.
Dude, I had a couple of my guys fighting, and on the road trip up there, they had all talked about it, because I did like you did. I wrote it off. I was like, it's probably going to be a lame, money grab. Mm-hmm. And they were saying, it's awesome. And I watched it. It's good.
All right. I'll give it a shot. By next podcast, I will have watched it.
Yeah, yes, definitely. You got to watch that. All right, so we've done Cap, Deadpool, Wolverine, Karate Kid, and Superman. Did we cover it all?
That's everything.
Have you covered upcoming Fantastic Four, upcoming Avengers, Doomsday, upcoming Tony Stark is Dr. Doom.
Not yet.
Christopher Evans is Captain Hydra.
Oh, are they going to actually do that?
It sounds like, from all the things that I read, and I spend an embarrassingly too much time paying attention to speculation and stuff like that.
It's fun though.
Well, it is. It helps me sell these things. It helps me make money. So that is the stuff. Those are the little stories that I've seen and read without final confirmation, although there is confirmation that's what it's going to be.
Well, I tell you what, I think that was probably the best preview we had for our next podcast.
I think so.
Yeah. Those are all things that I want to bone up on before we talk about them. Those are good.
Same here.
Yeah, I think so. So let me see. Let's shift gears. I did some belt testing today, so I was late getting home and my wife was gone, but I did 10 blue belts. 6 purple belts and 2 brown belts today.
Great day.
That's a lot. That's good.
In the spring, I've got to do at least 3 black belts, maybe 4, and 2 more brown belts.
Wow.
Dude, that's great.
Yeah, we're getting old, Troy.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I had one of my kids jump up to green belt, and I've got 4 getting ready to go for black, and I had 2 jump purple.
All right.
Oh.
I have disconnected from any kind of paying giant dues association to anyone.
Yeah.
Not because I don't like the individuals. It's just that I don't like giving them a car payment to never see them.
I totally feel what you're saying, dude.
Yep.
I have reached a point where I don't put any other guy's name on me at all.
Yeah.
Other than mine. Period.
Oh, now what do you wear for your patch now? Is it hybrid? Your back patch?
Yes and no. I don't even have a back patch. I just make gis now. I have a company that makes our gis, and it just says hybrid kimonos or hybrid jiu-jitsu.
Dude, send me a picture of one of them afterwards. I'm looking to take some new gis for us too.
All right, I will. I'll send you the guy. The material has been great. The build quality has been proper. I've had one problem in 70 gis, and that's because the knot at the end of the string came unloose, and then it unraveled, and just the string came apart. Yep. But they will. I've had them build me board shorts. I've had them build me the baddest rash guards on the planet.
Dude, send me pictures of all of them. I would love to see them.
I will. They are incredible. The prices are okay. They're better than okay.
We got to get.
Well, they do like the sweat resistant shirts.
Yeah, the rash guards. Yeah,
kind of like I have. Yeah,
I have them in short sleeve and long sleeve. They made them in a little bit thicker than these crappy ones.
Daryl's got his disc golf shirt.
Because I'm actually looking to buy some more and possibly start selling some for my disc golf.
I think you should try to make a little bit of coin here and there. Mm-hmm. There's no shame in making, $1,000 under the table.
Because the ones I got now, they cost so much. By the time I get them made and then try to ship them out, it's
everyone deserves some folding money in their pocket.
Yeah, I mean, I literally have to sell them for like $45 to $50. Yeah, I'm like, you can't do that.
We'll see what we do to help cut that in half at least.
There you go.
Hey,
I like that.
Yeah. I actually have one of the girls that trains with me just started her own gym. And it's on her property, but it's like a legit gym on her property. Mm-hmm. And she's got all of her merchandise kind of done like, I don't know, is it Printful or one of those things where you can take and show a pro shop with everything done up, like a coffee cup, a keychain, a shirt, a hoodie, hat, and none of them are made until they get ordered. And as soon as they get ordered, you don't even have to do anything. It goes right to them. You just get the money.
No, I have to buy them from Pakistan.
Yeah.
And I tell you, this is great. It's not, but it is. So I ordered 75 hoodies. 75 rash guards. All right, let me try this again. 75 gis of various sizes. And I ordered 35 or 40 rash guards and 35 or 40 board shorts, fight shorts. So my grand total was like 10 grand. And this guy's in Pakistan.
Wow.
And I couldn't use PayPal because PayPal is not accepted in Pakistan.
Ooh.
I had to download a third-party app that I'd never heard of before. It's called Remitly. And it's native to Pakistan, but it is purely a peer-to-peer thing. It is not a PayPal where there's
not a
right. And so here I am sitting with, $9,300, $9,500, whatever it was, my total, going. It took me 5 minutes to push the button to send it to him and watch it.
I can understand.
And you watch that number go from 10 grand, but not quite, but you get it 0. And then you're just rubbing your head for like a month and a half waiting for that stuff to show up.
It's like, did I 10, my kids.
Yeah, it's like, did I just get scammed? Yes.
Did I just get taken? But I've talked to enough guys that he had made equipment for in the past. And
Oh, that's cool. Man.
they make a bunch of stuff for a bunch of people. They make stuff for the bigger names, and they're not allowed to say, "Hey, we make it for this guy, and that guy." Everything that I have gotten from them has been stellar. I have, again, one complaint out of 50 things: rash guards, board shorts, hoodies, tank tops. I just had to make tank tops for Thai boxing.
Yeah, I did.
Everything has been fabulous.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
When we get off here, send me some pictures of some of your gear, man.
I will.
That's it.
I'm gonna tell you what. I'm going to actually end the podcast right now, but we can keep talking after that.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I got my little one just came in. I'll go up there and hug and kiss on her because after Connor went into the Navy, I said I'm gonna spend as much time as I can with this other one.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, I love my job, and I love jiu-jitsu.
Craig.
But I do not only do those two things and make my kids suffer. I know other guys. I know other guys that are in martial arts schools, and they say I've never watched my child play a baseball game because I'm always at my school. No way, Jose.
No way.
Right?
Hey.
No way.
Like I've said for years, family first, man. Family first.
Yeah.
You don't know how much time you got.
And
I don't have dudes that are trying to go to the Mundials and the Worlds, and they are a lot more fun to be around, and they're a lot more appropriate individuals, and they're professionals, and I don't have any drama with them. And the ones that want to compete, when I was younger, I could manage them because I was single, but now I don't have any interest in managing, 4 dudes that think a $3 medal is the end all be all, and the entire gym should revolve around them. I think that's awful.
Here with them.
That's one of the things I about a lot of people.
And I say that, but I competed a bunch. I competed more than anybody in Blacksburg, Roanoke, Lynchburg, other than maybe Caleb.
Yeah.
I think Caleb is probably the only guy that's done more than me. And I could be wrong, but I think he's the only one that's really gone farther than me. So as I present that, I competed a bunch. I just don't have time to babysit these drama queens.
And that's what
They suck at life.
I had he just barely is with us anymore, and went to another school and actually sponsored now, and that's great. I don't wish you would have absolutely no interest in it at all.
Yeah.
It's just too much work for no reward. Yeah, the reward's not there.
That's it.